How's it going, everybody? Here's your daily D&D Would You Rather scenario, and it's a little bit of a long one, so stick with me, please. It'll be worth it, I promise. So let's presume your Dungeons & Dragons party just encountered or ran into or went on a mission or whatever. They come across a bunch of information or some pretty damning evidence that a character in the world who is of some significance, a group leader, a religious leader, is actually evil cultist. And this evil cultist is going about summoning a demon that's going to potentially end the world. Like, this is some serious stuff. But your party is just a party of Dungeons & Dragons adventurers. Like, yes, you're strong. Yes, you have magic. But you can't take down an evil leader of this size and magnitude on your own. So, of course, you need to decide where you're going to go with this information. And I'd like to know what you would do, what you would prefer. And of course, there's a lot of different scenarios that you could go about here. But for the spirit of the game, I'm going to give you two options. And I'd love to hear which you would prefer. But of course, if you have other options that are just as good, please put them in the comments. I'd love to see them. So would you rather your party try to tackle this problem as independently as possible? Maybe you go to a couple of trusted NPCs, but at the end of all of this, you're really going in for an infiltration mission. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. I had to, my kids walked into the house and they were being super loud. So where was I? I was saying you either could take on this challenge independently, kind of on your own, without, involving too many other people, and kind of turn it into like an infiltration mission. We're thinking like a heist type scenario or a takedown scenario where you're going in and you're trying to take down this big bad on your own, independently, as much as possible. There's a lot of risks there, but it could be fun. Or the other side of this coin is, here's the potential for a massive like political drama type scenario where you go to some of the NPCs that you might be already familiar with, you reveal as much of this information as you have at your disposal, you get the authorities involved, you maybe get some guilds, you try to rally an army to go and fight this epic fight against this villain. Both of those scenarios sound super cool to me. I'd love to know which you would prefer doing. Or if you have another option that you could think of, think back to your current Dungeons & Dragons party or your most recent party. What would they do? Do they have enough power and influence in the world to rally an army? And if not, what would they need to do? Anyway, this is just some stuff that I thought would be kind of fun. It's fully inspired by my home game. My party is kind of in the same situation right now, and I'm really curious to see what they decide to prioritize. But yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this scenario, and stay tuned for more. Obviously, they're not all going to be this long. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, follow, and all that good stuff. Hit the like, hit the share button. It helps get other people seeing these cool things. And yeah, anyway, sorry for the long one. I just really wanted to let this one out. Anyway, see y'all later. See you tomorrow.